Welcome to the Appiah Show. In the past 3 editions, we have spent some time to discuss and talk about matters of office politics and how to handle difficult bosses. Today on the show, we'd like to talk about how to become an outstanding employee. What it means is that even in the face of office politics and difficult bosses, it is still your duty to become an outstanding employee. And today, we'll find out how to do just that. We'd like to also say a big thank you to our sponsors for their kind contributions and support. The A-League Consult, the African Chamber for Youth Development, Koforidua Clinic, and our next guest TV show. We'll be back shortly after this commercial break.
Welcome to the A-League Consult. The A-League Consult is a human capital development organization that provides capacity building, skills training, and skills enhancement for individuals and businesses. What we seek to do is to bring to the table in-depth knowledge, insights that will help people to become better at whatever it is that they are doing.
The A-League Job Search Incubator is an initiative of the A-League Consult and the African Chamber for Youth Development. The incubator provides the platform to bring together job seekers to provide for them training, capacity building, skills enhancement, coaching, and mentoring that will adequately prepare them for the job market. When you are part of the incubator, what you would gain is that after you have received the training and the coaching and the guidance and then all that, it adequately prepares you such that on your own, you are able to identify very good job opportunities and you are able to apply for these jobs on your own. We'll put together a pool of applicants that have undergone this training to become the go-to place that employers can actually come into the incubator to headhunt people to fill vacancies they have in their various businesses or organizations. How do you become part of the incubator? You need to just put together your CV and send an email with the CV attached to info@aleagueconsult.com.
There is more to just waking up daily, going to work, and getting paid at the end of the month. Did you know that if you possess the right skills set, mindset, and the right network, you can rise up the corporate ladder into top leadership? Did you know that your progress and promotion is 100% your own responsibility? How do you take your career into your own hands? And how do you rise up the corporate ladder? Well, the answer is for you to be part of the A-League of Young Professionals. The A-League of Young Professionals is a network of highly ambitious and successful young professionals who are determined to become business leaders. Members receive training, capacity building, and direct mentoring from successful industry captains and C-suite executives on practical steps, strategies, and skills to help members make progress and advancement in their careers. The A-League of Young Professionals. Stay connected, be empowered, and rise to the top.
Welcome back from the break. Today, we are looking at how to become an outstanding employee. And we'd like to zoom straight into action as we look at who an outstanding employee is. There's a difference between a good employee and an outstanding employee. Most of the time, people are good employees. And when you're a good employee, at least you are assured of your end of month salary and you are assured of your job. But what is it that will make you stand out and will grant you promotion at your workplace and grant you the opportunity to rise up the corporate ladder? It is only outstanding employees that will rise up the corporate ladder. So when you take a good employee will perform every task assigned him or her. But an outstanding employee will take initiatives and will go ahead to do more than what has been assigned to him or her. Another difference between a good employee and an outstanding employee is the fact that a good employee will get a job done. Maybe he or she will miss some deadlines or may not be able to do the job to perfection, but the job will be done. As compared to an outstanding employee, who will do the job and do it very well and ensure that the person does that within the expected timelines or the deadline. That is an outstanding employee. Why do you need to become an outstanding employee? I'll give you a number of reasons why you need to become an outstanding employee. The first thing is that in this era of a lot of job redundancies, in this era where technology and artificial intelligence is taking over the working world, it is extremely important for you to maintain and keep your job. And for you to do that, you have to necessarily be an outstanding employee. The second thing is that to guarantee promotion and progress for you in your career, you need to move from becoming a good employee into becoming an outstanding employee. For that alone can guarantee that you shall receive your promotion and you will rise high up the corporate ladder. The other thing too is that for you to build enough influence within your cycle, within your area of expertise, it is important and imperative for you to become an outstanding employee. Whatever it is that you are doing, whatever field you find yourself in, once you strive to become an excellent and outstanding employee, what you do automatically is that you accrue a lot of influence and respect within that particular area or that particular sector where you work. Now, let's look at the qualities of an outstanding employee. The first thing is that an outstanding employee understands the requirements of his or her job and is able to go the extra mile to ensure that the goals and the objectives and the key performance indicators are achieved at the end of the day. That is number one outstanding quality of a person that goes beyond and above his or her job description to excel. The second thing about an outstanding employee is that they are people that are always and all the time learning. They are constantly adding value to themselves. They are constantly looking for ways to improve what it is they are doing. With or without the support of the businesses they work with, they are constantly learning. That is another quality of an outstanding employee. Another thing too is that outstanding employees value relationships. They understand that relationships form a very important part of the success equation. And therefore, they are not just fixated on doing their work and achieving their targets, but they are also interested in nurturing relationships. Outstanding employees believe in the power of networking. Outstanding employees are not only concerned about the people they work with in the team, but they're also concerned about the other stakeholders they engage with, and they work almost all the time around building a long-standing and a very solid relationship with the people they engage with. That is another quality of an outstanding employee. The other thing too is that outstanding employees are able to look into the future and they are able to anticipate the needs and the wants of the job so that at every point in time, they are always a step ahead of their contemporaries. That is another quality of an outstanding employee. The other thing too is that outstanding employees are people of great integrity and people of great honesty. In this era where people are cutting corners, people are involved in a lot of dubious deals, financial malfeasance, scandals of every form and kind, an outstanding employee is conscious of the value of integrity, and they ensure that whatever it is that they do with the utmost integrity and a very high sense of professionalism. That is also a very important quality of an outstanding employee. The interesting thing about people that are outstanding in their work is that they are focused on career development. They always have in mind what it is they want to do with themselves. They are able to project into their future in the next 5 years, 7 years, 8 years, 10 years. What is it that I want to develop out of this career? And because they have that sense of vision, they are able to prepare themselves and they're able to play their cards right and they're able to work towards that dream. So another quality of an outstanding employee is the fact that they are career driven and they are always oriented around ways and means by which they can develop their career and they can advance their career. Another thing too is that very top-notch employees or outstanding employees are people that don't hesitate to ask for help when they need help. Sometimes the assumption is that if you're an outstanding employee, you know everything all on your own, or you know everything by yourself. But truly, people that are outstanding at their work are people that realize when they need help and are able to ask for help when they need help. So top-notch employees are people that can ask for help. They don't feel shy about asking for help, and they are humble enough to ask for help when they need the help. The other interesting thing too is that outstanding employees do not rest on their credentials, or on the fact that they have a certificate or they have this particular qualification or the other. They are constantly looking for ways their qualifications, their experience, and their credentials shall be relevant to the business and to the organizations for which they work. So they are not just parading their masters and PhDs and MPhils and MScs and all that. They are constantly looking for ways these qualifications and credentials will be valuable to the business and will help them to be able to achieve their goals and their objectives. Finally, outstanding employees are people that have mentors. They are people that have people they can look up to for inspiration. They have people they can go to for advice. They have people they can go to whenever they meet a roadblock in their path to becoming successful people. Outstanding employees value the power of mentorship. Not only do they have mentors, but they also are mentors to others, because they believe that as you help people to climb up the corporate ladder, as you help people to become better people, you are also helping yourself to become a better person. So outstanding employees have mentors, and they are also mentors to other people. They are willing to learn from others, and they are willing to also teach others. So for this first segment, I want you to ask yourself whether or not you qualify to become an outstanding employee. Do you have the traits and the characteristics of who an outstanding employee is? If not, I encourage you to put into play the strategies and the practical steps that will help you to become an outstanding employee. And that is exactly what we'll look at when we come back from this break.
Welcome to the A-League Consult. The A-League Consult is a human capital development organization that provides capacity building, skills training, and skills enhancement for individuals and businesses. What we seek to do is to bring to the table in-depth knowledge, insights that will help people to become better at whatever it is that they are doing.
The A-League Job Search Incubator is an initiative of the A-League Consult and the African Chamber for Youth Development. The incubator provides the platform to bring together job seekers to provide for them training, capacity building, skills enhancement, coaching, and mentoring that will adequately prepare them for the job market. When you are part of the incubator, what you would gain is that after you have received the training and the coaching and the guidance and then all that, it adequately prepares you such that on your own, you are able to identify very good job opportunities and you are able to apply for these jobs on your own. We'll put together a pool of applicants that have undergone this training to become the go-to place that employers can actually come into the incubator to headhunt people to fill vacancies they have in their various businesses or organizations. How do you become part of the incubator? You need to just put together your CV and send an email with the CV attached to info@aleagueconsult.com.
There is more to just waking up daily, going to work, and getting paid at the end of the month. Did you know that if you possess the right skills set, mindset, and the right network, you can rise up the corporate ladder into top leadership? Did you know that your progress and promotion is 100% your own responsibility? How do you take your career into your own hands? And how do you rise up the corporate ladder? Well, the answer is for you to be part of the A-League of Young Professionals. The A-League of Young Professionals is a network of highly ambitious and successful young professionals who are determined to become business leaders. Members receive training, capacity building, and direct mentoring from successful industry captains and C-suite executives on practical steps, strategies, and skills to help members make progress and advancement in their careers. The A-League of Young Professionals. Stay connected, be empowered, and rise to the top.
Welcome back from the break, and I'm sure most of you are curious to find out how you can become an outstanding employee. There are 5 main things that I'll speak about, and I'm convinced that irrespective of your career path, if you apply these 5 principles or work on these 5 areas, you are obviously on the path to becoming an outstanding employee. The first thing I'll talk about is that you need to work on improving your intelligence, your competencies, and your abilities. One of the key reasons why you are employed in the first place is because of your intelligence, because of your competence, because of the abilities that you have. So if you intend to become an outstanding employee, it means that every time you need to find out ways you can learn more, ways you can add value to what you already have, ways you can improve yourself, ways you can become a better person at what it is that you are doing. So your key focus should always be on how you can sharpen your intelligence, how you can improve the knowledge you have, and how you can become a better person at what it is that you are doing. Because if you still continue to operate on this same level of intelligence with which you enter the organization without adding to it or improving it, it may be very difficult for you to cross that threshold into becoming an outstanding employee. So keep asking yourself, what can I learn? What more can I learn? What can I read? What can I research on? What can I listen to? What courses can I pick up? Who can I sort of hot desk with? Or who can I job shadow in order to improve the knowledge I have, or to increase the level of intelligence I have, or to improve the abilities that I have? That is one sure way of becoming an outstanding employee. The second thing is that you need to pay attention to your character. If your competence and your abilities and your intelligence is outstanding, but you have a very poor character, it may be very difficult for you to rise up the hierarchy, or very difficult for you to rise up the corporate ladder. So you need to pay attention to issue of character. You need to always maintain a very high sense of professionalism in everything you do at the workplace. You need to always be a person of integrity, be honest at all times, irrespective of the complications or implications of your honesty or your sense of integrity. You need to also learn to keep your word. If you tell your customers that this is what I want to do, or this is what I'm capable of doing, ensure that you keep or you stick to your word. If you give your word to your boss or to your colleagues that I will take care of this task, I will complete this task, or I'll do this assignment, please keep your word. Be a person who keeps his or her word. And as much as possible, stay away from every form of corruption and every form of scandal. The corruption may appear to bring you money, may appear to bring you a certain level of affluence, but it will always come back to haunt you. So always bear in mind that you need to keep an eye on your sense of integrity. Avoid every form of scandal, avoid every form of corruption, and that will keep you on the path to becoming an outstanding employee. The third thing you need to pay attention to on your way to becoming an outstanding employee is to watch your attitude. Attitude. Very, very important. You need to remember that at all times, your disposition at work will be a reflection of who you really are. There are people that are competent, there are people that can do the job, but they have a very poor attitude. They are disrespectful, they look down on people, they are arrogant, they are bossy, they are flamboyant, and they are all that. But remember that for you to be an outstanding employee, it is important for you to maintain a very good attitude. There are people that are very negative. They are always looking at the downside. People like that, people don't want to associate with, or team members don't want to rally behind or around such a negative or a pessimistic person. So you need to have a very good attitude. Be optimistic. Be a person that respects people. Be a person that really appears not to be the all-knowing type. Be a person who's not a bully. A lot of people bully people at the workplace, using their knowledge and their information to intimidate other people. It is not a good attitude. You need not to be a bully at your workplace. You need to always also be time conscious. All these things will work up to adding to the kind of attitude that can help you to become an outstanding employee. The fourth thing I'll talk about is that you need to work on your communication skills. You need to improve your communication skills. The art of public speaking, don't take it for granted. Your written communication skills, don't take it for granted. Your knowledge of social media and how to use social media to your own advancement. Take advantage of that and learn how to use social media. You need to pay attention to your basic writing skills, your spellings, your constructions, because as you write reports, as you write minutes, as you send emails, all these things will be manifested in your written expressions. So you need to pay attention to your communication. If you are determined to rise up the corporate ladder, if you are determined to become an outstanding employee, you need to work on your communication skills. Finally, you need to also pay some attention to your appearance. Don't just dress anyhow and go to work. Don't just leave your desk area unkempt. Don't just do anything anyway, anyhow. You need to pay attention to your appearance, the way you dress, your sense of personal hygiene. All these things are important. The way you keep your office, how you keep your office in check, how you ensure that things are the right places. There are some offices when you enter, it clearly shows you that this is a very disorganized person. You need to watch your appearance because you see, you are interacting with a lot of people and they are taking into cognizance and taking into consideration how you appear and the kind of impression you create on them as a result of your appearance and your personality. So please pay attention to your appearance and make sure that you are dressed well, professionally all the time. If you're a lady, don't think about seductive dressing. If you're a man, don't think about dressing to impress and dressing to kill. You need to dress appropriately for the kind of environment or territory or the terrain you find yourself in. I am convinced that if you apply these 5 principles and you work at it every day, it is just a matter of time and you become an outstanding employee. I would like to say a big thank you to all our viewers who have been sending me questions and contributing to the discussion on the Ask John Appiah page on Facebook. We are grateful to you for that. And we're also thankful to all our fans and all those that keep encouraging us to keep doing what it is we are doing on the John Appiah show. We are grateful to our sponsors, the A-League Consult, the African Chamber for Youth Development, Koforidua Clinic, and our Next Guest TV show. And of course, to our team of production people, we are grateful to you for your hard work and for your enormous support. We appreciate it. We encourage all of you that are watching us who have not yet subscribed to our YouTube channel to go to YouTube and look for the John Appiah Show and subscribe to our channel to be part of what we are doing to ensure your professional and personal development as you advance in your career and as you advance in your business. Thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you